we want to talk about something that's been talked about for so long. It's continuing forever, and that is the lawsuit going back and forth between Justin Baldoni and his co-star from It Ends Us, Blake Lively. And so it looks like a New York federal judge has ruled that Baldoni and his production company are going to have to pay Wayfarer Studios and his production company, Wayfarer Studios, going to pay the settlement here to Blake Lively.
Pay the attorney fees.
To attorney fees, yeah.
Yes.
Which is a lot.
It is, and they have to determine what those are. And so you got to remember how we got here. Blake Lively files the lawsuit. Baldoni files the countersuit. His countersuit's for $400 million.
Defamation case here,
right? And that right there is the issue. You brought this claim, and what her attorneys allege is that this was only brought as a way to hurt her and to now diminish her name. And because of that, the case obviously was dismissed. But they're saying that if you would have never brought this, she wouldn't have had to incur these legal fees. And so they are doing exactly what they should be doing as attorneys, are asking for those attorney fees to come back. Because remember, she's had to pay them. She's compensated them. But if this claim was never brought, she would have never had to pay the legal fees. And so a court will determine, they will submit their legal fees, and they'll make a determination if those legal fees are accurate. But the court is now saying you're going to have to pay reasonable attorney fees. Keyword, reasonable. So if they, on her side, submit attorney fees and they're excessive, the court is going to be within their power to lower them, to deviate from the submitted attorney fees and say, listen, this is not appropriate. I guess the best example is if you are a Charlotte attorney, the hourly rate for a Charlotte attorney that's probably in the top of their profession, probably ranging from, $700 to $1,000 an hour, right? However, you're a New York City attorney, the hourly rate may be $3,000 to $4,000 for a senior partner. And so significantly different. So if you're saying, and also if you have an associate working on the case, an associate in Charlotte may make $100 an hour, $200 an hour. Associate in New York may make $1,500 to $2,000. So it really depends on where the legal work was done. It depends on the type of work that was done. And if the hourly rate is commensurate with the level of experience to what the person that was doing the work is. So there are a number of things that have to be answered, but for sure, the judge is accurately saying, look, this claim should have never been brought.
It's just been a long, drawn-out drama in the defamation case here. You saw Ryan Reynolds, who Blake Lively is married to. It Ends With Us. It was a show that was wildly popular at the time, but has been overshadowed by this tremendous back and forth of this deep defamation claims that they have here in Hollywood being rocked by this. Taylor Swift has been brought into this. Lively's attorneys say they're happy with this, with this settlement so far. Baldoni's attorneys say, hey, she was only awarded limited attorney's fees for a single claim as part of this case that lasted only a matter of months, nothing more.
You know what that is? A way that he can mitigate for his client. Remember I said that they will be able to submit a reasonable attorney fee request. So that statement saying limited, and it was only a short amount of time. So don't submit attorney fees for a whole year. And don't submit attorney fees for work that wasn't done for that limited purpose. If she had 5 or 6 complaints, or claims, I should say, within her complaint, and he had, 3 or 4 things listed in his cross complaint, and the judge only agreed to one issue, but you were billing for all 9 of those issues, his attorneys will raise an issue, the court will raise an issue. So, I tip my hat to all the lawyers that we talked about today in these segments. That's great lawyering. You make that statement, you can guarantee he's also arguing that in court that, hey, Your Honor, this isn't reasonable. These are excessive. That what they're actually doing is trying to get attorney's fees for everything, not just one small thing.
Yeah, crazy stuff here, and hopefully this will all end soon when it comes to Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. I think a lot of people here are pretty much tired of going through this, but there is some truth and some facts in there, and hopefully that'll all get resolved.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.